Morning, lovelies. I just thought I'd come on and make a quick vid for you about depression. And, or you can feel my throat chakra going because I'm going to talk about something that's really personal to me. And that is depression. And I was guided to make this post this morning after journaling around the experiences that I've had in my life with depression, and there's been two, in my mid-20s and in my mid-40s. I experienced a couple of years of darkness, and I wanted to talk about this today because there's a kind of a funny joke that goes on between me and some of my girlfriends around me being the one that's always in the light, that's like the little fairy who's running around and is having a lovely time and is completely and utterly devoid of understanding the darkness. And I wanted to explain why I am that version of me today. And it really is because I have experienced the darkness. And I know what a rabbit hole that is. I know the pain of it. I know the hopelessness of it. I know how all-consuming depression can be. And I feel like for me, the depression was a gift, both times. And I can see it as a gift now, although obviously when I was in it, that wasn't my reality at all. I understand that it was a gift because I needed to have those experiences, not only to appreciate the polarity, the duality between the light and the dark, but also because experiencing depression helps me to understand my clients. And I've spoken about this before in videos, that if I was looking for someone to work with, I would want to work with somebody who could understand and appreciate my reality. And being able to be in the company of somebody who has experienced darkness, I feel is important. So the way that I negotiated those times in my life was I did reach out to medication on both times. Conventional medicine was something that I had to reach out to in order to get through it. So I do understand that that is a necessity, and I don't poo-poo it. I don't think that conventional medicine has a place. I really do. And if it wasn't for the conventional medicine and the psychotherapy that I had both times, I'm not sure that I would be here today. Because on my second occasion of depression, I was very close to taking my own life. I'll be honest with you, that was the place that I was at. I sat in front of those tablets and I was ready to stop breathing, stop doing it. I was just absolutely in a big hole, which I felt at the time that I couldn't climb out of. And I was lucky enough to have some people in my life both times who gave me their hand, who said, you need to stay, I need you, you know, you need to stay, you need to get through this, you can get through this. And without those people, I don't know where I would be, I'm not sure. But I do know that I want to be that person for you. I want to be the person who holds out their hand and says, if you are in the darkness, I know what that feels like. I understand your pain. But I also know that this is something that you will get through. You absolutely will. Because we don't give up. You know, it's one thing that we don't do as a soul. I understand now that, you know, taking your own life is not the way forwards. It's giving up. And so for me, depression was one of those things that helped me to understand what being in the light really is. And it's also why I am who I am today. It's also why I am the one who floats around like a little fairy. You know, not investing in the darkness. And I feel like that's an important thing to say. I'm aware of it, I know its existence, but I don't invest in it. Because I know that being in the light is so much more powerful. You know, when we sit in this space of understanding that we are the light, we're connected to source, this is our reality, it's just so much easier. And I know it's tough when you're in depression, I know it's tough when you're suffering with anxiety, I really do understand that. But I also know that from my level of experience, and I can speak as an expert in myself, that there's always a way forwards, there's always another way. And I don't need to bang on about 𝔻𝔸ℝ𝕂 right now, because I know if you're following me, you know you know how I feel about 𝔻𝔸℉𝕂, you know how important it is to me. It's great for depression. Unfortunately, when I had depression, I didn't have 𝔻𝔸℉𝕂 in my life. I wished I had done. So my message today, my darling, is if you sense that I'm the kind of person who's floating around in the world like a little fairy, it's not because I don't understand the darkness. It's because I choose now no longer to invest in it. So if you ever need my help, if you ever need my hand, reach out, because I'd like to be that person for you. So I'm sending you lots of love. I'm waiting for my client this morning. I've got a spiritual fair tomorrow, which is going to be exciting. And I'm sending you all my love, as always.